Look at that. This thing is extremely rare. This one item pays for everything that I bought off of him, plus profit. What an absolute result that is. I honestly just can't believe it. Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today is going to be a listing day. I don't normally film while I'm listing stuff. I've always just thought it'd be quite boring, but I've got a lot of stuff in at the minute, like a hell of a lot, more than I can even manage. And I've got some cool bits to show you, so I thought if anything interesting happens, I'll pick up a camera, film it, and show you what's going on. So it's currently Wednesday, and I spent all of Monday and Tuesday packing stuff because I've had probably one of the best weekends of sales that I've had in a long time. I think that is either because it's now Q4, so people are buying for Christmas, or it's because of the trick that I did, which I do every month, which is where I delist and then sell similar everything on my entire store. I'll literally delist it all, I'll click sell similar, not relist, and then I'll adjust the prices a little bit, reduce them a little bit, and then sell similar, put them all back up. And I do that at the end of every month when it's payday for a lot of people. And every time I do it, stuff that's just been sitting around for months with no interest, no watchers, anything like that, will sell. So I did that on Friday, and I think over the weekend I've done about £1,100 worth of sales. And I don't even have a lot of stuff listed at the moment because I'm always so busy. I've really found it hard to actually be listing every day. So after that weekend, I've currently only got 50 items listed on my store. But yeah, that trick works a treat. If you want a bit more info on that, head over to Retro Reselling's channel, aka George Ross. He's done an in-depth video explaining how that all works. So instead of me going through it, you may as well just go over there and watch his. It's a really good video. Ever since I watched it, I've been doing it, and as I say, it works an absolute treat. But yeah, because I've been posting Monday and Tuesday, that's all done now. So today I just want to focus on getting as much stuff listed as possible. So I'll just quickly go over what I have been selling since I did this trick. So if we go back to the 30th of August, we've got a Wii bundle for 53, another one for 73, we got a sealed Switch game for 30, another Wii for 73, we got a Lego set for 27, a Wii U pad for 40, some Hornby trains for £5, a digital camera for 80, a Corgi record player for 27, some sealed mini cassette tapes for 8, another digital camera for 45, we got a remote for 3, a camera lens for 17, another remote for 3, a Panasonic VHS camera for 35, a Wii Fit board for 20, Xbox One console went for 60, £34 for a PS1 Slim, another Wii for 75, we got a vintage Lego carry case for 40, Mega Bloks figure for 5, a Wii remote for 15, some Hornby railway track for 9, another camera for 60, a job lot of Lego for 68, another Wii went for 40, another Wii remote for 16, another TV remote for 4, PS2 console for 58, Triang railway wagon for 5, another PS2 console for 58, and then another Wii console which sold today for 75. Now my total won't be on there because I have now posted all of this. But as you can see, all these sales have basically wiped my store out. I've only got 51 items on there at the minute, which simply won't do. So we need to get cracking and get some stuff listed. So I have been buying a lot of stuff. It's a good job I fitted these new shelves because they're absolutely rammed full now. We've got loads of stuff up there, loads of boxed consoles. Really nice rare one there, Gran Turismo 4 PS2 Slim. Xbox One X boxed, got loads of guitars. That is literally like all the way back, just games in there. As you can see, we've got toys, there's a load of like handhelds and switches and stuff in there. I've got some right random stuff in as well at the minute. So I've got a brand new strimmer there. We've got 2 brand new motorcycle helmets. I've got a 4K gaming monitor there. More box consoles. Loads of consoles in there. A huge bag of untested controllers. Absolutely rammed. My console pile, which I thinned out massively, is now completely rammed again. I've got loads of stuff in there which all needs testing. And then we have all of this, which has just come in recently. Again, we've got bags of games, bags of remotes. We've got some Airfix sets in there. We've got PS1 in there, another massive bag of controllers. We've got one of these bad boys, which are worth a lot of money. That is a Logitech G29, I think, steering wheel. Consoles, remotes. I've got 2 Sinclair consoles in here. 2 of them. Those are worth a few quid, plus loads of games. Completely full of games as well. I don't know anything about them, not looked them up yet. And then we've got all of this as well, which is from the last car boot sale I went to. Well, we've got a Sony head unit in the box, minty PS1 console boxed Switch, more games, DS, we've got PS1 games there, and then we've got all these boxed Playmobil sets, which have all just fallen out. Great. Kind of regret buying these because I have to now check all the bits are in there. They're big and bulky, got nowhere to put them. But yeah, as you can see, I've got plenty of stuff, nothing on my store pretty much, so we need to get to it. So I've got a few bits here which are already cleaned and tested and ready to list. Got a nice little Sony CyberShot camera there. It's worth about £130, I think. Got my nice little security sticker on there to avoid any return scammers. Got a couple of Motion Plus Wii remotes there. They're about 20 quid each. Then we've got a few little bits of sealed media there. I've just pulled those out. Those are all ready to go. Nice little brand new Bush Walkman thing there. We've got disc orders on the go. So these are an order that I'm doing at the minute. I'm nearly finished, so you shouldn't have to hear this machine on today, hopefully. But the first thing I need to do is finish photographing this. So this Lego came in a big random bag of like loose mixed up Lego, and when I got it I noticed it had all this track in there. So I looked up the set number and then realized that this set is worth quite a lot of money. This was released in 1991, so it's the same age as me, 33 years old. It had the manual in there as well, so I spent quite a while trying to pull all the bits out that were for this set, work out what was missing. Any bits that were missing I've ordered off of Bricklink, and last night I spent a couple of hours actually building it and putting it all together. So I've got that set up and I'll just show you it. There we go. It all works perfectly. What an awesome little vintage set that is. Now I'm very tempted to actually just chuck this up in the loft and keep it. It's quite nostalgic really, because this is the sort of Lego that I used to play with when I was a kid, and as you can see it is worth a few quid. So when I saw these sold, that's what's made me put a few hours into getting it all put together. For that sort of price I think it's definitely worth the time. I've had good fun doing that as well. So in that same bag of loose Lego was also this set. The thing that made this stand out to me was this 3D base, and that base on its own is worth about £40. And again, I spent a few hours trying to find all the bits, and this set only had about 20 pieces missing, and most of it was like real generic bits. All the little sort of knights and stuff, they were all in there, all the minifigures, and there are the solds for that one. So looking at about £100, it's 100% complete. But this set I had as a kid, and that is very nostalgic for me, so this one I think I am going to keep. I still need to like clean it and find the time to sit and build it, but I think that'll be a good bit of fun, that. So yeah, I'm going to get to work now photographing that. I'm also going to photograph these and these bits here. I'm going to get them all skewed up, put away in the boxes, and then I'm going to start pulling some of this stuff out and getting some of this listed. So I think my plan of action with all this, because my store is basically barren and empty, and I just need to get stuff on quick, I'm going to try and select things that are just quick, easy stuff that I can just pick up, give it a quick wipe down and get it listed. Anything that needs testing and stuff like that, I'm not going to bother with yet. I might also try and tackle some of the larger items just so that I can get them put away and off of this shelf, because I mean, look, some of this sort of stuff is taking up a hell of a lot of room, and all that stuff in the van needs to come in here. So let's get to it. Right, so far I've been trying to pull out all the big bulky stuff and get that listed. So if anyone's wondering what these things are worth, in case you see them along your travels, I've got a Warhammer Citadel paint stand thing, listed that for 10. We've got a Lego head storage box, listed that for 10. I've got all these brand new and sealed Samsung printer toner cartridges, 4 of them, and I've listed those for £15 each. They're all brand new and sealed. I listed that for 10 plus postage. Got a cable tidy box thing, listed that for a tenner. Quite a lot of solds on them. I've got this, it's like a massage pillow in the box, really nice condition. They're going for about 30 to 40. We've got this, which is a Guitar DJ Hero, sorry, turntable thing. But this is actually sealed, brand new and sealed on both sides. So I'm going to try and get about, I think they're about £30. It's a little bit sort of scuffed up and stuff, so 30 quid on that. We've got Link's crossbow training gun thing. I haven't actually listed that yet, so I don't know what that's worth. And then we've got this brand new and sealed strimmer, and that's about 50 to 70. Probably aim for 50 just to get it gone. But yeah, those are the bits I've done so far. And the next thing I've pulled out is these motorbike helmets. So as you've noticed, I've got quite a lot of stuff that's not really stuff I'd normally pick up or buy, but my contact just sort of had a load of stuff and I just took it all. And yeah, I've got these 2 literally brand spanking new motorbike helmets, but I'm not sure what the rules are on selling these. I know that, like, for instance, charity shops aren't allowed to sell these because they can't guarantee they're like safety tested and stuff. Now, I don't know how this works with eBay. I've seen some people, I think, say that they list it and just put the word prop in the title just to sort of cover themselves, like film prop. But honestly, they're literally brand new. I don't know what they're worth, I haven't looked them up yet. But if anyone has any advice on these, because I don't want to get into trouble with eBay, sort of listing them as perfectly working helmets, and then they're not. I mean, I'm sure they are, but you know what I mean. But yeah, if anyone can help me with that, let me know in the comments. I've also got this, which is a Oxford motorcycle cover, and that was filthy when I got it, but I stuck that in the washing machine. That's come out like new. Just need to fold that up, get that photographed. Those are going for about 40 to 50 pounds, believe it or not. I'm not sure if it's that brand that's good or if they're all that sort of money, but yeah, if you see any of them, keep an eye out. Wow, I just looked these up and that's a bit of a shock. So look, this one is a Viper RSV 171, and look at these prices. I think these are just different colours, but that is the same helmet, and that one's about £200. They're all brand new, but mine's brand new, so wow, that's crazy. As I say, look at it, look, it's all absolutely brand spanking new. So I think I'm just going to list it as a new helmet. And then that one is about like 60, 80, 50, but those are all used, I think. Oh, that one's new. So about 80. So there's about 200 there, 80 there, and 50 there. That is mad. Maybe I need to start looking out for motorbike gear from now on. Right, the next large item that I need out of the way is this Samsung 4K monitor. I've just looked that up, and we've got some strong solds on this as well. So I just need to plug it in and maybe plug in a console or something into it, see if we can get that working. Right, I've managed to stretch a cable from my testing TV into the back of this. Let's get it plugged in. I'm going to try the Wii U in it and see if we can get that working. Whip the controller out. Lights on. Something's happening. Hey, there we go. There's no sound though. This is annoying, these stupid modern things. There's only one button on the back. Sweet. So that's another sort of, I don't know, 100 at least. Lovely stuff. So I wanted to just check and make sure that it's not supposed to have audio or not. So I just typed that question into ChatGPT and it literally answered me immediately saying it doesn't have audio. So now I know that that's all perfectly working. I would highly recommend this. I've never used this until last night and I've been using it loads. Whenever I have any little questions like that, type it in here and you just get an immediate answer. It's bloody brilliant. Okay, the postman has just arrived and I've just got some very exciting packages. Now I do believe all of these are from Whatnot shows and there's some cool stuff in here. So I thought I may as well unbox these on camera and show you guys what we've got. Now this one has got a dirty great hole in it, which isn't looking good, but hopefully the contents inside are okay because they're rather valuable. So if they're damaged, I won't be very happy. So we've got lots of bubble wrap and void fill. Only on one side though. Again, hopefully the items are okay. So I won this in a dip show on Whatnot. That was my golden ticket. And my jackpot prize was this bad boy. So we've got a boxed lime green Game Boy Color. And there is the Game Boy, which is in pretty good condition. I'm pleased with that. So I paid, I think, £20. So I'm pretty happy with that. We've got manuals and stuff in there as well, I think. Yep, all in nice condition. For £20, that is an absolute bargain. So this is from a seller called PD Windspear in the gaming category. Shout out to him. All of his shows are always epic. But yeah, I'm well happy with that, and that is going straight in my collection. So in here we should have some very, very nice stuff, which I got for an absolute bargain price, as you're about to see. Have you seen it yet? Have you spotted it? Look at that. These are very rare. So that is a Sega Mega Drive console, but the rare bit is this Sega Mega CD. I've literally never seen one of these. Been reselling for years now and I've never ever come across one of these. You plug your console onto it. I'm not even really sure how this works, to be honest, but you can play CD based games on a Mega Drive. Oh yeah, the price for that and that was £46. Now this wasn't on a dip show either. This was on an auction show. I won this on, there's a guy called Lads and Dads and he does Pokemon cards and I think like collectibles and stuff. So again, shout out to him, go give him a follow. But I think he made the mistake of, he's not into video game stuff, and he did a show selling video games that he won on someone else's show, but I think he listed his show under the Pokemon card category. So there was 100 people in his show and none of them were gamers. None of the gaming people got notified because it's a Pokemon card show. I just so happened to enter into it, saw he was running games, and then he whips this bad boy out. He ran it from £1 start and I was willing to bid up to about £100 to win that, because this thing is about, I think with the console, £250. So yeah, 46 quid is an absolute steal. I'm over the moon with that, and I'm going to now use this in one of my own Whatnot dip shows, and that is going to be one of my jackpot prizes. Absolutely mental. But that's not it. We got more. So we've got 2 controllers that go with the console. I also bid on this thing separately. Again, that was ran at £1, and I think that ended up going for quite a bit actually. I think 20 quid I paid for that, but that will go with all that together. So it's like a full, very rare Mega Drive setup there. We also got this F-16 fighter on the Master System. There we go. I can't remember how much that was. I think it was, I ended up getting that for about £4. I didn't even look it up, and I don't know what that's worth, but I collect Sega stuff now. That will be going in the collection. And then I was lucky enough to get these as well. So we ran these at £1. Again, I've got no idea what these are worth. I've never even seen a Sega Mega CD game, but I thought, seeing as I've bought the console, I may as well buy these as well. And I'll probably bundle these all together. So we got Road Avenger and Cobra Command. Never heard of them. And again, I think they were about £4, and I'm pretty sure they're worth more than that. Now, there should be something else in here. I also won a black Nintendo Wii U console, which went for £30, I think. And that's not in here, so I'm guessing that's going to be in a separate package. But yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with all that. So even though that Wii U hasn't arrived yet, I do believe I have an empty Wii U box here. So when that does come, I'm going to stick it in this, and that'll be another sort of £130 jackpot in one of my Whatnot dip shows. Now, I did promise that I was going to be uploading a start to finish Whatnot show process video. I haven't done it yet because I'm still editing it, so please bear with me. It's taken me ages to do because there's hours and hours of footage to go through. But if you don't want to miss that video, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you've got this far into this video, you may as well give it a cheeky little like while you're at it. Right, I just got a text from my cardboard box contact, a lady that works at Juicins. She saves them up for me, and when there's a big pile, she gives me a ring. So I'm just going to go and pick them up because I'm running low a little bit. Excuse the mess. It's always a mess under there. But yeah, I've got no massive boxes left. I've got loads of medium and small ones. So let's go and get them. There we go, that's much better. I was running out of boxes, sort of, and I've got loads of nice big ones now, and that'll keep me going for a while. Right, so we've made a nice big dent now on the shelves. We've cleared a lot of that massive stuff out the way. So now I can start bringing some of that stuff from the van in here. We've got a big bag of stuff down here, which is all just going to go to the car boot sale. Just stuff that's not really worth sort of listing. I don't really list anything unless it's worth a £5 plus postage. We have got a lot of sort of sealed media in here, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, but again, they're not really worth putting on eBay. I've also got a bag of Warhammer there, which I tried to sort out, but I just can't be bothered. So that's all that stuff cleared off the shelves as well. I'll chuck that in the van. That can stay in there till I do my next car boot sale. I've been listing this stuff as I go. So this stuff is now all listed, and all the little bits I'm going to skew away and put in the boxes in here. And then this big stuff I think I'm going to store inside the house. But I thought I'd just show you this. So these bits didn't hang around long. So I've already sold all of those ink toner boxes for £15 each, and I also sold that Lego set. So I'll probably price that up all a bit too cheap for it to sell that quickly, but I've made some nice profit on them, so I am more than happy with that. Okay, so before I go, I've got one last thing to show you, which is very, very cool. So if you remember all that stuff that I had in the van that I showed you earlier, I was rummaging around the bags of consoles that I had, and I found this bad boy. Look at that. So for anyone that doesn't know what that is a developer debugging test console, which was only provided to Sony employees that used to make games, and they would have used this for testing and making games. When I went to meet the guy and I bought all this stuff off him, I just sort of saw the side of it and I didn't think much of it, just thought it was a normal PS2. And then when I got it home and I saw it said test on the front, I could not believe my luck. This thing is extremely rare, and I've just looked at solds. The cheapest sold I could find on eBay was £300 for a broken one. The cheapest sold I could find for a working one was £500. So this one item pays for everything that I bought off of him, plus profit. So you can't go wrong with that. I am absolutely over the moon with this. Now, it is a little bit scuffed up and dirty, but I think I should be able to clean this up pretty well, and I'm undecided whether I should actually keep this or sell it. I've been informed you're not actually allowed to sell these on eBay. I've been told by someone that tried to sell something similar to this that he got threatened with legal action from Sony for trying to sell it, because technically these belong to Sony. They were never released to the public, and the public are not supposed to have these. And the reason being is because these are completely region free, so you can play NTSC games, you can play Japanese games, any region. You can also play backup games for PS1 and PS2, so you can just burn a disc, whack it in here, and it will play it, which is really, really cool. And that's also why I'm undecided whether I want to keep this or not, because how cool would that be in my testing station? A nice test console that can play basically anything I put in it. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see a dedicated video where I strip this down and clean it up, refurbish it, and see how well I can clean that up. Basically, I'm going to try and restore it anyway, but if you want me to film that and make a video about it, let me know in the comments. I think that'd be quite a cool video. I did test this and I could only get one PS1 game to work on it. The PS2 games I put in it wouldn't read, so I'm guessing that the laser's on its way out. So in my video, if I make one, I'll try and fix that, maybe adjust the laser, put a new laser in it. I'm going to try and clean up all the shell, see how well we can get this to come out. But yeah, what an absolute result that is. I honestly just can't believe it. If I do sell this, I think I will end up regretting it, because I'll probably never come across another one of these. So yeah, absolutely epic find that is. But yeah, if you have enjoyed watching this video, please hit that like button, subscribe as well if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.